Hey everyone, this is your girl SolieSims and I am so excited about today's video. This is the very first video of the series of mini collaborations that Techno0babble and I are going to be having. Of course, I will be linking his video in the description box. He made this house for me, 100 tiles. It is awesome, it is glorious, it is lovely, and I first saw it, I had the feeling of like an Asian type feel, but also jungle setting. So I tried to incorporate both. Well, I planned on incorporating both into the house, but I didn't remember until after when I was taking screenshots, and I realized that I completely forgot the idea that I had going in to decorate. Now, initially we had a limit of about 90,000 simoleons for this house, and I think I got to about somewhere between 57 and 65 simoleons for the house overall. He did an amazing job of the house. I just felt that it was a more of a vacation home because of, well, I placed it in Silver Dorado. I'm always having problems pronouncing this word, guys. So I added the pool and the decking to it as well. And the decking, I tried to follow Schnook's tutorial on how to do the decking, and it's a beautiful one. I will link it below, but of course I ran out of space. And in terms of space, I mean tiles, because it is 100 tiles, and this one with the additional decking that I wanted to put on the other end where the ladder is, you guys will see after, it would have brought the count over to 100, so I had to leave that part bare, but that's okay, it looks fine, it suits everything else anyway. I did not do the making of the pool area because initially I was thinking that I was going to do like just do the whole decorating and then just do a tour, but then when I went back in game for me to do the decorating, I was like, you know what, just go ahead and make this into a video right away. I did have some little problems with the camera angles. I hate sometimes dealing with the camera angles in this game. However, I think it all worked out well, and I think there will be a couple of times where you will see that I will go into free camera mode just for me to see the placing of how I did certain things and how I could improve it so that it wouldn't be just floating above a little bit off where it's supposed to be. Anyway, like I was saying, for the vacation house, I was thinking that I wanted it to be initially I said I wanted it to be more unisex, and I mean it can be, but I think in the end I kind of made it a little bit like the bedroom area anyway. I think I made it so that it looks a little bit feminine to me. Anyway, it looked feminine, and I made my own little dresser bit by putting the two tall dresses next to this other one just above the window, below the window. I mean, and then just adding a few little bits and pieces. I really do wish that there were things like throws that were non-CC that we could put over the bed, because I had ideas for throws and pillows, etc., but I just didn't want to cramp up the space too much. And because, like I said, the space itself is already very tiny, I did not want to make it into an overcrowded space, but I wanted to bring the feeling of like an outdoor oasis inside. So the theme kind of carries out through both the bedroom area as well as the outdoor seating spaces that I chose for it, because the house itself is so narrow in terms of the space, the available living spaces. I did most of the dining, the seating, entertainment spaces outdoors, and that makes a lot more sense because there was enough space out there to make it just more comfortable and open. Excuse me, and it works either way. I really wanted to have the chair at an angle with to make it look like somebody just got up out of the chair, but and I wanted it a bit closer to the table as well, but it was just snapping into place and it was really irritating me, so I stopped doing it completely. And I just can't get the feeling that this tray that I put there is just a little bit off, but it's supposed to snap automatically to the center of the table. So either the table is in the wrong position, I don't know, or the tray is in the wrong position. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, I'm not sure that I mentioned it before, but if I haven't, if I did, I'm saying it again. Just make sure you guys go out and not go out. I don't know what it is that I'm saying, but I hope you guys go on to the gallery with your creations of 64 tiles and 32 tiles. Although today, the 15th, is the deadline for the 64 tiles, so we will be choosing today the next video that is going to be coming out, the next 64 tile build that is going to be out, and it's going to be on the 22nd of February, and on the 22nd of February the 32 tile submissions should be up in the gallery for us to choose what is going to be decorating style for the 29th. These are the dates that the videos are going to be up. I am so excited to see the creations, and we have had quite a few submissions, and they have been really lovely. I can't wait to see what Techno0babble chooses for me, as well as what he will do with what I tell him the decorating style should be. I'm already thinking of some creative, fun ways to see how it all works together. Needless to say, in this little area there, I had a bit of problems in terms of placing the lights, but in the end, it all worked out all right. I do like the fact that he did a complete bathroom for me, and I have to say, Techno, I apologize. I completely forgot to put a specific space for a bathroom in the build that I did for you. So I apologize. I hope you, and I'm sure that you will work your way around it and make it work out however best suits you. Of course, I kept the bathroom as simple as possible. It is a small enough space so that there is enough space to do the facilities, etc., without going a bit overboard. As for the kitchen area, I felt that, like, you know, the space inside is a bit tiny, and there's enough space, like I said, for outdoor seating entertainment. So what I did is just left the kitchen area on the inside, as well as a small seating space, like for entertainment with electronics, etc. So I did that, and I brought the dining area and socializing area more towards the outside of the house. I played around a little bit with the style of my mind is going blank, cabinets that I wanted in there, the cabinet space and color, etc., that I wanted in there. And in the end, I decided to go with this one, and I was trying to put it another one on the side, but then I felt that a cabbage bin would be better. Now, after I put in some cabinets, I realized that I actually forgot to put in a stove. However, there is the fridge, and I did in the end put a I forget the name again, barbecue grill out in the back. Now, the top of the fridge is normally used like an additional surface space for it, like if you wanted to put a microwave, etc. That could be done on there, but I just played around a little bit differently with it, and I really love this debug item in the form of the basket. So I had to fit it in there somehow, and of course I did. So I did put some apples in there, so it looked like the vacationers recently went out to get a basket of apples, and they're about to make like maybe a little salad or something. So there's just a few more scattered on the table, on the counter space. But I did again change this, because initially I was thinking to make this like a bar, but just to, you know, like with the bar stools. But then no, I changed my mind again and just did regular a regular counter space, and just to be able to incorporate the whole living room space, that idea that I had going on. So here am I, just rearranging everything once again. Once again, I didn't realize, and I'm always saying this, I didn't remember that there was the funds limit on it, and I'm glad that I did remember in the end, because I possibly would have just kept going on and on and on. But then I also thought that this is a vacation house. It's not something that's going to be jam-packed with too many personal items, etc. So I kind of left it bare bones in terms of clutter items, which I can say I'm honestly thankful for, because I can't clutter very well. That's when I realized that I didn't put a stove in, and I wanted to put a stove in, but then I wanted to do also a separation because of the place that I put the stove, but it wasn't allowing for that to happen. So I changed it around a bit, and I completely forgot until I went in there of the combination unit of the television, etc. So I was like, well, why not put it in there? And I did, and I'm happy with that. So there is the space for seating, there is a desk, there is a tiny laptop for in the event that you want to actually do some work whilst, or browse the internet even whilst you're there on vacation. I hate the fact that some of the things only want to snap into place in the bottom part of the desk and not the top part of the desk, where I actually really wanted it to go. I think that it would have looked really nice there, but it was just being a little bit troublesome, so I had to do it manually. And in the end, ta-da, there it is. So there is a stereo, there is a television, there is a desk for writing, and a laptop to do different things, so you're not completely not connected to the outside world. I did consider afterwards, when I was doing outside, I was like, I didn't put anything in terms of social activities for like a card table or even a chess table. I thought I that's what I was thinking to myself. But then I said, but there are other things, or even a bookshelf. I didn't even put that in, but I was thinking too that there are other things there that can be used for entertainment purposes. So it all works. It all works out, and it's fine. And there it was again. I had a little bit of trouble with my placement of the camera settings. It drives me crazy sometimes. It really does. But I think all in all, it turned out well. Initially, I put the two single chairs on this side here, but then I changed it around because again, in looking back at what I did, I realized that I was missing certain things. So I had to I had no place for outdoor seating in terms for eating. I had no dining table. I had completely forgotten about that, and I had no stove. I just had the fridge really, and I mean they would need to eat more than just cool snacks, right, and fruits and stuff. So so I when I remembered it myself, I went to get the dining table, and I was thinking, how well can I place it? I really wanted to put in like something rustic looking, but in the end I settled on the glass table because I felt that it would just bring a little bit of class to an otherwise rusticy type place. And I think that the chest that I used still brings in the feeling that I wanted to bring with the the straw, or the straw chair seat, and but the glass top table still brings that little bit of elegance that I wanted as well. I sized up this lantern to make it into like a little side table, and here we are with the screenshots. I didn't do much in terms of landscaping on this except for by the pool area, simply because he did a fantastic job of landscaping and I loved it just the way it was. So I didn't touch his side of the landscaping. I didn't touch anything on the inside at all because he did just a fantastic job on it. The only thing I did do is add railings because, well, it's a 2-story and we needed the railings. But this is basically it. I didn't do any other changes because I think he did such a fantastic job. I think I maybe said that like 3 times, so then it must be true. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out the link in the description box to see what he did with my build. I personally can't wait to see what he did. And be sure to check out the very next episode that we're going to be having next week for the 64 tile build. I will see you guys again. I hope you enjoyed this. Goodbye.